The Sacramento PC Gaming Group was no stranger to in-person events with refreshments and raffles. LAN parties may be gone for a while, but the pandemic can't stop gaming. So we asked former and returning Sac State student members of the club about how gaming helped them get through the COVID-19 quarantine. Here are their experiences.
In some ways, I got to know some of my friends a little better because we were spending a lot longer time, not necessarily talking about the games themselves, but just kind of also just talking about each other's days and having that as the that being like video games as the backdrop of our conversations was just definitely a way that helped me cope with kind of being isolated and only seeing like select people like my fiance from day to day.
Maybe the beginning of quarantine, I was very used to going outside and, socializing with friends and doing stuff like that. Within the beginning of quarantine, most of my hobbies were spent outdoors, so I had to kind of go back to my roots, which was mainly gaming. I went through my initial Steam backlog and my console backlog and just started knocking out every game that I've owned. About maybe halfway through the quarantine, like around August, I realized that was exhausting and I wasn't getting as much enjoyment from it anymore. I eventually like a lot of the time was spent just picking up games and playing with friends. Because of quarantine, I've started playing a whole lot more, like more than 3 times a week. So more than often, I'm having most of my friends online. We're usually just trying to play things together now.
I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which basically inflames the digestive system. Essentially, I was losing a lot of blood a day and I was going to the bathroom like 12 times a day. And then with the pandemic, it was like kind of we decided to stay away from the hospital. So that extended things by like 6 or 7 months. I have like this surgery thing going on where I have my final operation in a week. So I've just been taking time off school because at first I was really sick, but I've gotten a lot better since then. I think so far, one of my friends introduced me to Apex Legends, so I've really gotten into it. I started out being really panicked and scared because I'm not into competitive shooters, but my friends said that this is a great distraction, so I started getting into it.
This has been Glenn Beltran reporting for State Hornet News.